it's gonna be warm in here. Maybe I should give them Atmos suits if they're gonna come in here and turbocharge these. Yeah, half? Dude, it's time to turn around. Half. G'day, mate, and welcome back to Oxygen Included with me, Jedi. You know how in every single horror movie, the black guy always dies first? Well, what we're trying to do is we're trying to alleviate that problem by throwing Martin, one of our first 3 duplicates, into the neuralizer, hoping they get the regenerative trait. He did. So hopefully he doesn't die first. Anyway, this episode, boy, we have so much work to do. So this episode, we're hoping to get Petroleum Boiler up and running. It's half built. As you can see, there's still a significant amount of construction still to be done. So we're going to walk away and we're going to leave that. I could up the priority, but there's one other problem I want to fix first. Well, there's a couple of problems. One, we have this all up and built, except it's not hooked up to power. The reason it's not hooked up to power is, well, the power line's not built, and there's a rocket in the way, which we now have no use for. If we look at the star map, we can't get out any further than this with our current rocket. We would have to start ripping out modules and replacing them with more solid fuel boosters, which means I won't have enough research modules to max out where we're going to. So we're going to be an adult about this, and buildings. We're going to deconstruct the whole rocket, which means I can't remember who I threw on the rocket. Colblitz will finally be able to get out of the rocket. So that's going to be the first thing we're going to do. Second thing we're going to do is we need to put in a ladder here so we can get to this little bit of power in the middle. Third thing we're going to do is we're going to go grab a new printable. You're going to be perfect, actually. I need a couple more rocket engineers. Because we're going to have a couple more rockets. So we're going to bring in Slylo, who is actually an accolade. He's a lovely supporter of the channel. Brand new one, in fact. So he's going to get his name in the series. We're going to come across here and go, hey, Slylo, you're going to go straight into advanced research. You're going to get the pretty hat. That means you're going to run on a treadmill for the rest of your life. At the same time, snazzy suit. We're going to make sure one of these is assigned to Colbitz, because he still doesn't have a snazzy suit. And the other one's going to be assigned to Slylo. Yeah, I need to do priorities. I need to go into Slylo. I need to say, hey, you're going to do operate at a slightly higher tick. Also need to look at ranching. Okay, we're going to come back to a ranching problem because we have a lot of critters and not nearly enough ranches. On top of that, what else do we do? Consumables. We just need to set up Slylo really quickly. Slylo, can't it that, or that. And Slylo is allowed in only. Copy settings, and he is definitely allowed in here. Okay, that's it. Slylo's set up. So, that's step number 1. Step number 2 is actually need to reset up this door, otherwise it'll be broken and we'll have bad duplicates kind of trying to run out in Atmos suits. Like this. Like, rerun. Your skills. Athletics. Actually not too bad. Oh, inferior rook. Athletics, -4. This is why we don't let you outside. So, we're building in the last this power pole. We're also got to deconstruct the whole rocket. Speaking of deconstructing things, well, we want to move the rocket, but we'll get to that shortly. We have, this is pretty much set up. It does need a few more things. It does need petroleum over here. So actually the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put in a... Press the wrong button. A liquid bridge right there. You're going to be going that way. You're going to be going... that way. And then we need to get liquid over there. So I have a petroleum line right here, which we're just going to drag right across the map. Pipe spaghetti. Pipe spaghetti. Okay, cancel that one. Liquid pipe. Right across there. Right across there. Into here. All the way. Into there. Finally. Sad thing is I only need a little bit of petroleum in this loop, and then I'm going to have to empty the whole thing and then replace it with water. So we're going to bridge that, bridge that, bridge that, bridge that, and bridge that. Okay, I don't know how I'll get the petroleum back. Maybe I'll just vent it out of space, but, you know, that's our first big project. Our second thing we're going to have to do is we're making oxalite right here. And unfortunately, it is just evaporating out of space. So we need to deconstruct all of that and stop that happening. Because we do want oxalite. We are going to make a new rocket. It's just not going to be located here. It's so not going to be located here. I've actually gone and rebuilt the roof in. We're going to rebuild our rockets over here. But like I said, there's a few other things I want to pick off before I do that. We have our ranch. Our... Why are you tied up? Okay, you're going to have 8 in you. Because there's plenty... We're going to try wrangling you once. If you don't get in properly, we're going to kill you off. How many pips? Oh, we got a lot of pips. Okay. So we're going to put 8 in this room, and we're going to put... that'll do. Because we're still short on seeds. I've got 6 seeds, which I'm hoping are all now on the floor, because thanks, pips. So I want to get this last lumberyard set up. Lumberyard? Yeah, it looks more like a lumberyard. And you didn't actually get any growing branches. Growing 7%, growing 7%. You didn't actually get any branches. So we're going to uproot you, which I thought might happen. And we can recycle that seed. So yeah, I want to get... please don't put stuff in storage tubes. It's very pointless. The pips are just going to knock them straight back out. Yeah, go deconstruct this tile. So yeah, I want to get our next... Didn't I say wrangle? Okay, how many is in here? 8. We'll set you to 8. And we'll set you to 8. And then we should be good. So, I want to get... There we go. We've got a pip going to go deliver. Excellent. I want to get this set up and running. So, from our arbitraries, which are all naturally planted, so are all 100% free, we can turn our lumber into ethanol. Every 1 kilogram of lumber per second, we get out 500 grams of ethanol per second, and some polluted dirt, and some carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide, normally we'd feed to slicksters. I'm not bothering slicksters. Not because I have a lack of carbon dioxide, I can't really be bothered. We have the hatch farm set up and running nicely, and we have just a little bit of barbecue. We're actually short on fishies. Even with all the fishies we've got, our fish population's not high enough to get enough, what is it called? Surf and turf. I just don't have surf and turf fast enough. Actually, speaking of food, you're actually set up, but not set up. What is set to sweep in there? Probably don't want that swept. So we're going to deliver out a few 1,000 kilos. Okay, maybe not 1,000 kilos. Just a little bit. We're not shipping fried mushroom in here anymore. Nope. So, fried mushroom's going to be shipped out. Ooh, do I do that? Because the moment the fried mushroom's here, and I really want it up here in this machine. Okay, that's a later problem. So yeah, we have you've planted that one already. Okay, fine. Deconstruct the next tile. So yeah, we get lumber, we turn lumber into ethanol. Ethanol we can then run into a petroleum generator as a combustible liquid and get out more carbon dioxide and some polluted water. This is why people generally go with slicksters in this setup. We're not going to bother. We're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to get rid of all that carbon dioxide the best way we know how, then it out to space. So what I want to actually do is I want to refinement ethanol distiller out of gold amalgam. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And my plan, like I said, is to just vent the whole lot out to space. I have no need for the ethanol. The polluted dirt we're going to ship down to the poke shells. Which will give us more poke shell malt, which will give us more steel, because that's the thing we're actually short on at the moment. So, yeah, that's our plan. Cancel that tile. Put in mesh tiles all the way along. Nope, I don't actually need mesh tiles there. We're going to go with normal tiles. And is that going to be high enough? We're going to have the top 4 tiles or so just in this corner exposed to space. That should be enough, I hope. Tiles. We're going to enclose this room in. Bring down a ladder. Put in... We're actually going to want an airlock here. Because this is going to be 100% automated. I'm never going to have to worry about any of this. It'll just run automatically, which I love. This is one of the reasons I want to set up this system. On top of that, it's going to give us a heap of power. So, we're going to need some auto sweepers. Decor really doesn't matter in here, so 1 auto sweeper, 2 auto sweeper, 3 auto sweeper, 4 auto sweeper. Shipping, we want a loader, a receptacle, power lines, lead works wonders. Second power line, because each one of these is going to be about 2 megawatts each. Then we're going to take our ladder and we're going to keep going up. Actually, we're going to do our plumbing. There, to there, to there, to there. Yep. There, to there, to there, to there. Bridges to merge the whole lot together. All pretty nice like. We're going to take this liquid pipe up to here. Up here, we're going to put our petroleum generators. So our petroleum generators are going to output a heap of carbon dioxide and some polluted water. So, and a couple of other things actually. So hang on, we're going to build this up, I think about there. We're going to put a station in. I want a power control station. There. Sure. Tiles in there. Somebody was suffocating. Okay. I'm then going to fill in the rest of this area with mesh tiles. Hang on, where is room overlay? A power plant is 96 tiles, which is 24. That's better. Okay, so I think I can build all the way out to there. We're going to go petroleum generator. 1, 2, 3. Power. Petroleum generator. Out of gold. Out of steel. Come on, sliding. Invalid construction location. No, you just need to build the other stuff first. Power. Petroleum generator. Slidey. There we go. Steel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a little bit of overkill. I like a little... Nope. Suffocating's gone away again. I like a little bit of overkill. Now, I want to cancel the floor because I need the dupes to actually get down here and build the floor. And that's going to become our room. We're going to put an airlock in there. It's also going to need some heavy conductive wire. Hang on. Get that door there. Power. Joint plate. There we go. To top that off, we need like a little utility room attached to this. Utility room is going to have a couple of basics in it. The basics are going to involve a power, a smart battery. That should be fine. Just so we can run our heavy watt wire down to there. Along with automation, not out of steel anymore, out of lead should be fine, and run our automation into our battery. On top of that, we're also going to want plumbing, we're going to want a liquid pump, because these guys are going to pump out polluted water. Automation... We're just going to come down here to a hydro sensor. Plumbing. We want radiant pipe out of aluminium. Sure. This stuff, the liquid comes out at the temperature of power. The polluted water comes out at 40 degrees or hotter if the building is hotter. So I can't really use it as active coolant. You know what I could do? No, that won't work. Okay, we're going to have to work out how to cool these. That shall be a later JD problem. We're going to run our polluted water out through the floor. Speaking of other important things, we wanted a liquid reservoir. Yeah, just a little bit of overkill. Because these guys, the ethanol distillers, are going to put out 500 grams per second. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 liters per second, or 4 kilograms per second. And we're just going to fill up some giant tanks. Because we can, really. I really didn't want pipes out of obsidian, but sure. These are going to be warm. Suffocating. Okay, I am definitely going to find out where that is this time. Oh, Rewan in space. Yeah, he's having a little bit of a hard time down here. There's a little bit of CO2 that have built up around the base. It'll clear. It'll clear. It would help if you mopped up this crap all the time. Oh, new printables. New duplicate. I'm going to pick another one. Oh, here's one. I'm going to pick another one from the... Oh, lime. No, we're going to take lime. Sorry. Almost brought in a supporter. Speaking of things, research. We have finished a petroleum rocket and a petroleum rocket, a hydrogen rocket. We now are going to get these last two. I definitely don't have enough research to finish them off, but we're just going to do what we can. Rewinds back to not suffocating. Power control station. You need to dig everything out, dupes. Go for it. Okay. So, you guys need some power, which is another thing we're going to have to nut out. Okay, first things first. Dig. We're going to dig that out to let that oil drain. We're going to look at our power overlay and we're going to go, what do we have left? We have a pump. We're not using a pump. We have an auto sweeper. We're not using an auto sweeper. All that can go. We have a space scanner. We're not using a space scanner. We have a telescope that also doesn't have line of sight. So that can go, that can go, that can go. Liquid pump can go. Our cooling loop can probably go. It's probably done its job. 30 odd degrees down there. There's barely any oil left down here because it finally blew a hole in the corner. So we can probably even get rid of this loop. I don't really want to spill oil all the way over there, so what we're going to do is we're going to go liquid vent right there. That'll fix that problem. Okay, so back to power. Power-wise, we have this line, and I'd have this line if I built it across. So we're going to build that across as well. Deconstruct, buildings, all of those. Now, if I... Where's this? This is up here. So we could probably just take two lines from there right across. And I think that's what we're going to do. One line. Cancel that deconstruct. Our second line would be... do I want to go through this? Hang on. Hang on, hang on. Maybe we do this in reverse. We have this join in there. You can go back to being deconstructed. And then we're going to have... that's a bit better. Because at least this I can punch through easily enough. So that one goes there, and then that one goes there. That'll give us our two power lines. We don't need to deconstruct you two, but we do need to separate you two. And we need to build in a transformer. A heavy wrought wire. That's going to be a little bit awkward, but we'll get it done. Oh, you don't actually line up. Okay, cancel that one. Deconstruct buildings, those guys. Deconstruct that building. We'll get there in the end. Yeah, and I'll put my two transformers here, and I'll take my power line from there up to there, across to there, and through there instead. Cancel that deconstruct. Separate you two apart. Almost. That's one transformer. That's two transformers. Done. Turns out I don't actually need that transformer now. But thanks anyway, dupes. Okay, so that's that done. That'll give us power. This, I'm literally going to... That's all sand. It's going to fall down. You know what? We're going to be lazy. We're going to throw in 2 doors. Is it rerun in space? Yeah, it's always rerun in space. It's funny. He has his own dedicated oxygen line. But because it's oxygen, it keeps floating up. And he's just left in this pool of CO2. It'll eventually dissipate. Eventually. There's just not a lot of room. I meant to... no, you're phosphorite. Okay, phosphorite. We've got phosphorus somewhere. Nope. Phosphorus. An entirely different material. Sweep only. Okay, that's that problem solved. It actually looks like the petroleum boiler is maybe ready to run. Okay, we're going to come back to that problem. Okay, so Dupe's going to get all this done, slowly. We want to deconstruct background buildings, play 9. I want those tiles gone. Those tiles gone. And those tiles gone. That way that can vent. We're going to want to bring that wire to there. Where are these 2 wires? Here. Yeah, dead straight lines. Cancel that. Cancel that. Okay, it looks fine now. Some of that's unreachable, so we're going to put a couple of ladders in there. Get rid of that. Heavy watt wire. Heavy watt wire. Actually, we've got a heavy watt wire right here. Deconstruct. We're going to bring that up a little bit higher. No, not the automation wire. The heavy watt wire. We're going to bring up to here. And then we'll put in a joint plate. It's rerun in space. I don't care. You're also going to need a bunch of mafic rock plates all the way across there. Hopefully that's enough plates. Okay. Deconstruct so I can get that tile dug out. Okay. On with the monumental build tasks. Bottle emptier? Oh. Okay. Good shot, Chips. Okay. Monumental build tasks. You've planted another tree. We've got 3 seeds left. 1. Oh, okay. They're all right there. We want to bring 2 into there. Probably 9. 1 into there. We want sweet. Probably 9. Get that done. You're full of critters. You've got 1 critter. You've got 4 critters. You've got 8 critters. Okay. So, shipping. We need another auto sweeper down here. We're going to need a conveyor loader down there. We're going to need both of you guys to have power. We then need to have 2 conveyor routes. This one, if you remember, is going to ship out polluted dirt. So we want to take our polluted dirt and we want to hit this tile here. Hang on, we're going to run power across there, so we'll hit that tile instead. So, straight through there. Into there. That's going to be our polluted dirt out of both these loaders. On top of that, we then want to come from this loader around that geyser into both that box and that box to bring in our lumber. And you know what? We're going to go straight down the wall because why not? It seems like a good a spot as any. Into there. And I think we just used up all the copper on the map. All of it. Do I want Unrefined copper. Possibly. Cancel conveyor rails. Okay, we're going to run that line because it literally did use up all the copper on the map. Gold. We have 521,000 tons, but that is 200 tiles worth at 100 each, which is what? 20 tons? 20 tons of material. Just boom, gone in conveyor rails. Actually, we're going to replace all of that. Up a tile. I didn't realize I was so poor on copper. Probably because I've been using it for conveyor rails for a very, very long time. We're going to cancel that, cancel that, cancel that. Yeah, see, that one's made out of copper. There. To there. To there. Conveyor bridge. Out of gold. Dump that there. And a chute. Cancel. Okay, more monumental build tasks. Don't forget that's all going to be set to priority 9. So we might want to just tone it down just slightly. All of that. Priority 8. That's definitely toning it down, right? Okay, did we... Okay, so you have your seeds, so I'm going to set you to priority 1. That way when they get knocked out, hopefully a duplicate doesn't pick the damn things back up again. You have a seed. You don't have a pip. But you have... Oh no, you have a pipsqueak, which is rolled into a ball. I didn't realize they rolled into balls, but okay. I don't catch them sleeping often. Alright, that one, that one. And then once that row's done, it's just the bottom row that needs to be done. Okay, priority 8. That. Okay, that needs to be done. That is both a power line and a conveyor line. Our oil pipe should be empty. It is. Good. Deconstruct. Priority 5. All of those pipes. All of those pipes. All of those pipes and those pipes. And of course I could now use some of this pipe to get across here, but it turns out the dupes have built most of it. What can I use? If I deconstruct that, and I deconstruct that, and I cancel that, we can then disconnect those, and I can go from there to there, cancelling everything in the middle. Pipes. Okay, they've been cancelled, but they still look like they're there. It's fine. Okay, and I'm gonna need a ladder there and a ladder there. It's... Oh, okay, maybe it is unreachable. Fine. Put in some ladder sections, get that built. That'll get power over here, or at least get this... Get these robot miners clearing out some of the stuff, although most of them don't have power still. It's a separate problem. Alright, you guys got the floor done? I need the floor done. You know what? I need to put in a cut. That's what we're going to do. Because we're already 30 minutes in, and lots of things are not done. So we're going to put in a cut right... Hang on. No, they got that done. They got that done. They got that done. So we're going to put in mesh tiles right along there. We're going to put that tile back. And now we're going to put in a cut right here. And we'll come back as soon as it's finished. Or we'll come back for printing press. Either or. And we're back just to show off Rerun in Space, who did complain about the working conditions, if I remember correctly, and is now stress vomiting because, well... oh, he's got food poisoning. And he's stressed 100%. He's sopping wet. He has not enough morale. What's his morale? 3 or 3. Yep. He's in cold air. Yep, I'd take that as cold. Run on the generator more. He's just not having a good time. In the meantime, I have another duplicate to print. It's going to be another acolyte, Yuxi? Yuxi? Yeah, let's go with Yuxi. And I'm just going to set up Yuxi off camera. He's just going to be another acolyte who's going to go straight into... well, he's going to go into piloting a rocket all the way up here. So, advanced research and gets the hat. Speaking of advanced research... you're done, so you're going to have that one and that one. So we've got 4 Rocketeers on the train. But yeah, I'm going to go back to waiting for construction because this is still not done, believe it or not. So we'll be back. And we're back. It's done, finally. Finally, it took forever. In the meantime, I went through and redid all the priorities, so hopefully the dupes are a little bit more efficient. In fact, you can see they've already finished this project, and they've already started coming up here and hooking up the heavy watt wire to get the robo miners running to clear off the last of the regolith. Because that's something else that happened between episodes. I cleared out all the regolith from this side, literally by just putting in the robo miners and just having them just dig out. They just have to dig out the mafic rock, and then the regolith falls. So as long as they can get the bottom line of mafic rock, everything else takes care of itself. And unfortunately, these guys are going to dig through the floor, which is why I've put in the giant ladder construction. But yeah, we have added a whole pile of power to our circuit. I've also turned on these 2 conveyor loaders. They're just dumping out everything. And I've upgraded all the pipe, which hasn't happened yet, obviously, to insulated pipe. And the only other thing we need to do is increase the priority on that, because everything down here, the non-important duplicates can access, so they've already done that whole section of the build. This is definitely going to be next episode, which means I might actually... pneumatic door. There. Deconstruct. I might actually give slaves access to this whole side of the map, because at the moment, the important... Where's a sacrifice? Sacrifice you. Show navigation. They can't access this corner of the map. If I give them access, a lot of these construction tasks could get done a lot quicker. Mop, I just saw liquid right through there. We'll get rid of that at the same time. New blueprint. Building, suit wearing, tidying, doctoring. You're both useless. Where's my list? Hang on, let's just confirm. We brought in Monkey Man. Wasn't Monkey Man? Yeah, Monkey Man was our last duplicate, who is absolutely useless. I wouldn't mind them up here. Yeah, we got lots of useless duplicates. So the next one will be... Oh, it was another... No. Saladas. Saladas, which I'm probably completely butchering, but that's fine. We're going to go with strength. Strength over construction. Celadas. Welcome to the base. Thank you for putting your name down as a sacrifice. I hope you live a long life, but I make no guarantees whatsoever. Maybe it'll be interesting. One thing we should probably do is we should probably give them some more bedrooms, because I'm willing to bet way past the point where we're out of bedrooms. Nope, from there to there is 16 tiles. There. Furniture, cots. Trickers make really weird sounds. Okay. Building Entombed, Robo-Miner. I'm expecting that to happen a fair bit. This system is not perfect. We also still need to get this plumbing line. It is set to priority 9 in and running. And unfortunately, I blew up this because it activated far too quickly. I also need to get hydrogen. Hydrogen from here to here. Yep, that's just going to be a short plumbing line. Nope. Ventilation. Gas bridge. Up to... Okay, no, I'm definitely going to have pneumatic door. Okay, priority now. I want that one done. I want that one done. And that one's already done. So I should be able to copy, paste, and you guys can get out. Default access is now that way, and you guys can get in. Bro, are you stuck? Yes. Yes, very much so. Okay, let's put in ladders through there. Actually, that's a shorter gap. What was it we had on deconstruct? Probably power lines. And gas lines. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, bro's got himself stuck. Build that to there, that to there. That should let bro out. We're gonna copy those settings to there. And copy those settings to there. Are they applied the right way around? Pass up through this door. No. Okay. If that's now done... that's Tux. Where is... You've got a hat. Where are all the duplicates without hats? Down here. Show navigation. No, they still can't get up any higher. As you can see, these guys are doing priority 5 jobs, whereas the ones inside the base are doing level 9 jobs because they can't access... Well, they could do the 5s, but the ones outside the base can't get to the level 9 jobs. Oh, igneous rock. Mafic rock, please. That's all 9s. Hopefully it gets done in a hurry. Bro's just going to keep walking back and forth, bored out of his mind. Okay, so we have this up and running. We're shipping out all the other crap. We have the petroleum generators up and running. These guys have been reactivated. They're going to leave a big giant crater down here. We're gonna probably... I should probably get on top of this early. Have to put a door up here. Because believe it or not, I don't want the sacrifices out in space. I know. Weird things. Things you'd never heard. Things that you never thought you'd hear me say in this series. I don't want the sacrifices in space. Muppet, are you likely to get stuck? Possibly. You can see the duplicates are now at the point where they take a long time to think about what they're doing next. We've reached that point where the pathfinding is having severe penalties. Along with infinite, unbeatable... There we go. Unbeatable tiles. Okay. So this is done. That's done. Once we have that conveyor rail in, which it looks like we do, all we have to do is set this guy to industrial ingredients, lumber. And we're going to start shipping out the 44 tons of lumber. And meanwhile, we can start deconstructing these guys. That storage bin can go away. You need 8. And we have to wait for these guys to start growing their branches before we go any further. That has to be re-enabled. And you're... well, 4 out of 5 are finished. Idle. Unreachable food. Green Gemini. That's probably okay. Green Gemini. Oh, that's why it's unreachable. Deconstruct. Prey Knight. All these ladders. Okay, maybe not all these ladders. We're going to keep... those ones. Yeah. Oh, no, you could probably do that one whilst you're up there. Can you do these ones whilst you're up here? That'd be really handy. Maybe. Possibly. One down. Unreachable build. It's still unreachable. No, Gemini's going to spend the night napping on the ladder, it looks like. Bed's already assigned to Celadas, so I thought I was out of beds. Okay, so we've let whoever it was stuck out. We're currently trying to get this pipe laid in. Tux has just got himself buried. Come on. Come on, game. You can do it. Okay. Sacrifices. Show navigation. You can't get up any higher, so we need to give you access to the next level and to the next level. And then the sacrifices are good to go. They can get in and get all these pipes done. We were talking about gas pipes. 7. Actually, second thoughts. Don't deconstruct that. Don't build that. We're going to use an existing bit of pipe. Come all the way up here, all the way across here, all the way up here, and then all the way along here. And into there. Clear off that little bit of dodginess. Okay. Hey! Now dig out that tile. Muppet, you can do it. No, we're down to big thinky time. Actually... ventilation. Cancel all of that. Ventilation, gas pipe out of mafic rock. because that we're going to have on hand in massive supply. My plumbing is mostly done. Yeah, we just need to join up just a little bit more. Oh, and power. I never got power up here either. No. I have this transformer that's meant to run this. Heavy watt conductive wire, priority 9. Okay. Plumbing. I think what we're going to do... out of... Come on, Mafic Rock. Is how much power do we need? We're gonna need... Power's not even laid in. I think we only need one power line. Plus the doors. 4, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8's 1,000. And yes, I can use lead up here because lead has a melting temperature of like 300 and something, and the regular only gets up to 300. So we have like a 20-degree difference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 is 1,200, 1,400. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we've got a little bit of spare room. Run that power to there, that power to there. Run power to there. There seems like a better idea now. I should really unpause the game so I can actually get some of this done. Hook that in there. Hook that in there. And yeah, we're just going to build a couple of substation boxes down here. Although realistically, if I could put them in here, that'd be awesome. How many tiles do I need? I need 3 and 3. You're insulated with ceramic. We just ran out. Okay. If I... Oh, you're made of Mafic. Okay. Let's go with buildings. Mafic should be fine. 1, 2, 3. And then if I put in here mesh tiles, get rid of that, get rid of that, I should be able to put in 2 transformers. Large power transformer, gold should be fine. 1, 2. Yep. Deconstruct buildings, priority 9, all of those. That tile's not going to work. That tile will work instead. Gas pipe goes to there. Oh yeah, backing wall. We're going to need all that covered in backing wall. Gas vent there. Gas vent, go away. Gas pipe, go away. Mesh, backing wall, go away. Lead pipe, there to there. Mesh tile in there instead. Okay, that should solve that problem. Mesh tile cancel, actually. Scolding. That's never a good sign. Happy, where are you? You probably shouldn't be up here. Just hazarded as a guess. It's probably going to get very warm. But importantly, our CO2 is definitely venting out to space. I don't have to deal with it. We're going to put in another row of backing wall, I think. So, you... insert tile. Deconstruct. I'm going to need a heavy joint plate in there instead. Okay, where are we with our pipes? Ventilation overlay. It's coming in dribs and drabs. And our liquid pipes... with literally 2 pipes left. Allergic reaction. Well, you're not meant to be in there to start with. Move to outside. You can't get in. You can't get in. Passing down through this door. Solved. You. Out. Horrible, 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 horrible little dupes. Marius, you just got kicked off your own mesh table. Okay. I probably didn't want to ship... That meal ice is going to end up here, unfortunately. That's not ideal. Okay. Okay, do we have liquid flowing? Oh, we do. Finally. Okay. Huff and Martin. Yeah, it's gonna be warm in here. Maybe I should give them Atmos suits if they're gonna come in here and turbocharge these. Yeah, Huff, dude, it's time to turn around. Huff, JJ, Martin, Professor Bro. Huff, get out. Build drywall. Don't build drywall. Leave the room. Better. And it's literally all the duplicates in here are dying. Other ones are just sent to medbeds. Okay. Okay. Liquids. Really? I'm missing one pipe. Hey, fixed. Alright, new printables. We'll take a new printable. We'll end the episode after one last thing. There's always one last thing. It is oxygen not included. My next on my list is INATHs. Or... Okay, you would be great to sit in a rocket. You're useless otherwise. But you could sit in a rocket. We have one more room, one more spot for a duplicate that can sit in a rocket. So, you know what? We're going to take on one more rocket tube. We're going to bring in... Oh, a... oldie but a goodie. XX Mavi. XX. Okay, Mavi, yeah, I spelled it correctly, is going to get printed off. We're going to give him the skills of a runner. Advanced research. Slowlow's gone up another level. Sadas has going to have improved construction. I hope we've got a shirt for you. We do. Mavi can have that. Oh. Side projects. Deconstruct. Priority 9. Get rid of all of that plumbing. Stop dumping my liquid out. Fixed. Okay. Mega Slothrian. You are a glutton for punishment, aren't you? You're such a dead dude. Because I really want to end this episode, we're going to tell you to get out. And look, you even made it. No. You are not going to go back in there. You really, really, really want to come all the way over here. Go. Alright. I was in the middle of setting up a new duplicate. Mavi can come in. Copy settings. Copy settings. Copy settings. Passing up through this door. Yep. Then this is the other way around. Copy settings there to there. And you are completely allowed in and out through here. And your schedule is a brand new schedule. Which is Dupes in Training. Which is a cruel schedule. It has 1 downtime and 2 bedtimes. That's all they get. Because they are so close, they have no issue getting down here and getting fed. And in theory... okay, so they're going to need 2 downtimes. They'll need 2 downtimes to make it to both the toilet and to eat. Building entombed, robo miner. There's always a robo miner entombed. Okay, back to our liquid overlay. Okay, petroleum has been up. Awesome. There's no more petroleum flowing, which is probably even better because I only need a little bit. Okay. The way this works is I need a drop of petroleum on this drywall, just to interface between the robo miner, the background tile, the airflow tiles to cool it down. So we literally need to, okay, go deconstruct now. Deconstruct now. I want that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Bad fluids. We'll do that one instead. Okay. So I should have petroleum 300 grams, petroleum 300 grams, petroleum 300 grams, petroleum 300, petroleum 300, petroleum 300. Done. Now we need to put a liquid vent there. We're going to put a priority now there to there. We're going to get our liquid pipe now. Now. And I'm literally just going to vent the whole lot to space. I don't care. gas pipe is partially built. Not really. Stinson, are you going to get stuck on the inside? Okay. Have we finished? Nope. There. Yeah, we got some confused liquid going backward and forth. Scalding, yellow alert's that pipe. As soon as that pipe's done and that vent's done, we should be... All that should get vented because I just don't care, and then we need to bring water in instead, which is fine because I have a water pipe right here. Which we will bypass from our steam room. Deconstruct. Plumbing, bridge. Put that on. Maybe not that priority. And then I just need to fill this whole loop with water after we vent all our petroleum. Anyway, that's where I'm going to leave this episode. Because the construction projects are getting bigger and better, and they're taking a lot longer to finish. Just in case you're curious, this episode is an hour and a half unedited. I have a feeling it's going to be about 45 for a best guess once edited down. So yeah, they're just taking a little bit longer to get done, which probably is going to end up turning into shorter episodes for you guys, which I know some of you are going to be happy with, some of you aren't, but yeah, they're getting bigger. Hang on, power transformer out of gold because I want the overheat protection. There and there. Conductive wire bridge. There. And there. Oh. Not there. Okay. Bridge there. Bridge there. Bridge there. You to there, into there, you to there, into there, into there. Gold wire on that tile and across those tiles. And that's where I'm going to leave it. Yeah. Once this hydrogen pipe gets done, we can dump hydrogen into this room after I build in walls and do a whole bunch of other stuff. And then once we get water across here, we can start the cooling loop, which then means I think we can turn this on. It doesn't have any auto sweepers or anything set up yet, and I honestly don't know if we're going to set up auto sweepers. We may do, we may not. But yeah, that's definitely where I'm going to leave this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next episode where hopefully we rebuild our space rocketry program because, oh, and a petroleum boiler. And a petroleum boiler. Yeah, maybe we can do the both in one episode. Start getting some rockets done. Our steam's still hot and we've still got plenty of it, so we can hopefully incorporate both into one episode, get the steam rockets up and running, get the petroleum up and running, and then maybe, especially as now we have pretty much the whole dupe labor force of like 35 duplicates, hopefully we can get stuff done a lot faster on this side of the map. Yeah, like even the deconstruction tasks up here, they're priority 5. And they are getting done. Actually, temperature overlay. Yeah, a lot of that's cooled off, so we're even going to pull out all of those bunker tiles because we don't need them anymore. So So yeah, we've definitely got a lot more manpower, which hopefully also means things get built faster. And I also went through... You guys lost access. I also went through all the priorities and had another look through it and have thoroughly improved our priorities by giving a lot of the older dupes that had a lot more experience multiple things to do and really upping construction tasks because I got sick of waiting for them. Anyway, I've rambled. That's where I'm going to leave it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Bye!